Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today I'm going to talk about being a new player in War of the Visions. As you can see on the screen, this is Baby J2, a fresh account, just made it today, so I could look at the really amazing stuff new players get. New players get hooked up. But there is definitely a way to do the new player experience the most efficiently. So that's what I'm going to go through here. I'm going to tell you what I would do if I was a brand new player in those first 7 to 14 days of starting my account to make sure I got off to a flying start. First thing, just knock out the beginner's hall. There's 10 quests in here. It's going to give you a UR summon ticket and a lot of the premium currency in the game, as well as some nice rewards. You should start there to just learn the basics. Like, that is the easiest thing to do to start. Just do it now. That's done. And now you're looking at this client and you're like, oh my gosh, there's a lot going on here. Let me go ahead and walk you through it a little bit. We're going to start in the summons, and I'm going to show you what my very first goal in this game as a new player would be. That is this right here. The new player first 7 days Vizior back banner. Vizior, this currency that you see in the top right, is the premium currency in the game. This is what you're going to use to summon, and that's really most of what you should use it for, is summoning new units, vision cards, and espers. This banner, you roll on this banner with Vizior, and it gives you up to double that amount back. So it's just a way of amplifying, of just multiplying the amount of Vizior you have. But the best pull, the best step on this 5-step is the last one, and it costs 70,000 Vizior. So as a new player, I think your very first goal should be getting 70,000 Viz to do this entire 5-step to give you a ton of Vizior so you can go get whatever new collaboration or new featured unit that you want in this game. This would be my first goal. Now, there's another approach here, because you have all these new player banners, right? New player summons. They're all really good. First of all, there's some free ones. Every day, come in here and do these free pulls. This is going to start building out your roster, giving you some units, giving you some vision cards, giving you some espers. And this game is a marathon, not a sprint. You're going to want to be collecting things. They just come over time. So do your free pulls every day. This banner, though, deserves a little bit of attention. This is a 4-step banner. Each step costs 2,000 Vizior, so it's a total of 8,000 Viz. But each step gives you massively good things. You get a level 99 unit on each step. Now, you don't get to pick which one of these you get, but on step 1, you'll either get Black-Robed Helena, Oberon, Classy Glassy, or Jaden. Step 2, Jiza Oldoa Velric, and so on, right? So this banner is very much worth doing. If you're a reroller, if you're somebody who wants to reroll, what you should do is put in a friend code. And I'm going to insert a clip of myself putting in a friend code for this account right here. Okay, I'm adding this part, like I'm recording this beforehand, but I just want to see if this actually does what I think it's going to do, because this is a massive way to get Viz. So we are the invitee. We are being invited to the game as a new player. So it says, if I enter somebody's friend code within 7 days, I'm going to get 10,000 Vizior. So somebody in chat dropped their code. Let's enter that thing. 3729420893347. Confirm. Let's enter that. Congratulations. We've been sent some rewards. Okay, let's go see if that is indeed in our present box or something. Yeah, 10,000 Vizior just for entering that code. So if you want to enter Komos's code, that's whose code I just put in for this video, or my code, which I will put in the description to this video, you should do that thing, because you're going to get 10,000 Vizior, which will really help you on your path towards that Vizior back banner. Okay, you can see that friend code got me 10,000 Vizior, which is enough to do this entire step up plus a little more. Now, I suggest saving that 10,000 for the Vizior back banner, because I hate rerolling. But if you want to reroll, take that 10,000 Viz you just got from the friend code and put it towards this banner right here. I would suggest going for Black-Robed Helena on step 1. She's a unit with a lot of instant cast, big AoE damage spells that will just help you clear missions in the game. You're going to have no problem beating the story. You're going to have no problem pushing through some content early on. But getting yourself an early Black-Robed Helena would be a big head start in this game. So if you want to reroll, she's a good target. For step 2, if you're really trying to min-max this, Jiza has a Trust Master that she gets at level 99, which you'll instantly get, which is one of the best pieces of gear in the game. So that could be a good target, although she's a unit that's not that hard to get anyway. Step 3, hey, just enjoy whichever unit you get on step 3. Personally, I think Resnick, the support unit, is one of the best units on there. And then step 4, King Mont is a great unit. Sottily is a top tier DPS unit. Little Lilo the Bold, same thing. And Queen Macherie is really good. Step 4 has 4 absolute banger units, so you're going to want to do this step up. But you have 7 days from the time you start to get this done. So I think you have 2 options with your first round of pulling in this game. Option 1, build up about 70,000 Visior so you can do this step up banner. And let me just show you, right? Like I'm going to throw 100 Viz at this banner and it will give me anywhere from 110 to 200 Visior back. I got 200. It doubled. I actually got the best one. I wish I would get that on my main account on the 70 cost, on the 70k one, but I just doubled my Visior. Then I could throw another 1,000 Visior at it, and it's like, okay, what did I get this time? This time for my 1,000, I got 1,260. So you can see how this is worth doing. It puts that Visior in your present box. If I was starting a new account, would start with this and then just accept whatever I got from this. If I was interested in re-rolling, I would do the friend code thing, then do this banner until I got Black-Robed Helena, and then I would go on and start saving for the 70k. You might ask yourself, am I going to be able to save up 70,000 Visior in the first 7 days? Absolutely, yes, you are. I already told you how to get the first 10,000 Visior by entering a friend invite right here. I also want to mention, as the invitee, you're going to get a ton of Visior along the way. Sure, this one after 30 days, that'll just be a nice present in a month, but participating in 5 guild battles, you can do that in 7 days. Guild battle participation, or give a guild gift 20 times. That's accomplishable, right? So there's some more Visior right here. Also, just start pushing through the story. Start pushing content. You might be thinking, but wait a second, am I going to be strong enough to push the story if I'm not spending my Visior to get new units? Absolutely you will be. Let me go into my formation screen right here. If I was to play a story campaign fight right now, these are the units I would have, just what the game gives you on your very first pull. You can see you will get a UR level 99 with your first pull. I wouldn't be worried about that. Just take whichever one you get and let it roll. I got Vernera, then you have Ramada, Sosha, and Liarte, an MR, SR, and R unit. They're level 99. That's fine. You also start the game with Prince Mont, who is completely free to take all the way up to level 120 through some bingo boards that I will talk about here in a minute. This team can beat the story. Absolutely. And you're like, well, what about gear and Esper and vision cards and stuff? You're going to get a lot of that just by collecting your presents. I'm going to go through the present box here in a minute and tell you what is really worth having. But I want to mention another thing. Add friends to your account. Find a Discord. My Discord is in the description to this video. The Salt Squad, my guild's Discord, is in the description to this video. Get in there, say, I'm a new player, I need a friend, and add the friend. Then, when you jump into missions, you have this companion slot. You can take one of your friend's units, like, for example, this Black-Robed Helena at level 120. She, by herself, will beat like every mission in the first book of this game. A level 120 unit will crush the first chapter of War of the Visions. That's a lot of Visior that she and your level 99 units will just be able to go get for you. As far as leveling up King Mont or Prince Mont and some other units, all of that is in these bingo boards. Just do these things. These bingo boards are great. This one, the UR Unit Challenge, will give you Shadow Links, a very strong MR unit. It'll give you the shards and leveling materials to level her up, plus some royal rank points. More on that here in a minute. A bunch of Visior. Then as you progress through this, you'll get UR summon tickets. You will get the unit Medina, who's a mage. She's not like a top tier mage in this game, but somebody you could use. It will give you materials to level her. And then it will finish giving you the materials to level her, and you'll collect a ton of Vizure along the way. This is another way to help you towards that 70k Vizure mark. You also have these challenge missions. Through these challenge missions is where you will get the stuff to level up Prince Mont. You can take this man all the way to the end just by clearing these missions. So come in here, do these things, and start building up your account. If you are playing during a collaboration, and you're like, but Orange, I really want Sephiroth, or I really want Cloud, or I really want Alphonse or his brother because I'm playing during the FMA collab or something like that, don't worry about it. You have time. Just come into the game, and let's say Cloud was the person you really wanted. Well, look, Cloud's banner is in the game for 47 days. Just be a little bit patient, maximize these Vizure back banners, and if you're lucky enough to play like during an anniversary when the game is giving us another Vizure back banner, you should definitely do what I'm saying and do both Vizure back banners. That would be insanely OP and give you plenty of Vizure to go get, you know, whatever collaboration unit you're after. So if there's even just 10 days left, that's still plenty of time to do this first 7 days worth of stuff. Be a little bit patient. Follow this to get the maximum amount of Vizure you can. Then cash that Vizure in for your unit. Okay, what else do I want to talk about right here? I want to talk about the shops. Now, spending money in War of the Visions. War of the Visions is a really great mobile game, but its money-making mechanism it'll be familiar to anybody who's played mobile games, right? Like you can spend money to push your account further ahead faster. What do I recommend a new player buying for cheap if they're looking to spend? Well, first of all, if you spend anything in the game, the first time you spend it, you're going to get Stern, a UR unit, and enough shards to take him all the way to level 99. So this is a way for $1 that you can get instantly another level 99 UR unit to help you clear some of those early missions, help you at least participate in like Guild Wars or PvP or something like that, and you'll get Behemoth, a Vision Card Esper combo that isn't terrible. It's MR, it's not UR, but again, you're just building out that early account. So that's really cool. If you're gonna buy, what should you buy? Let me show you what to do on the cheap. You go to this special shop right here, and both of these things that say starter are super worth it, especially this starter Vizure pack. It's $7. Like, guys, look, if you're going to be free to play, don't even pay attention to this part. But if you're going to enjoy this game for like several months or a year, spending $7 is a decent investment. This is really cheap, and most importantly, it will give you some paid Vizure. You can do great things with this paid Vizure as a new player. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Also, this starter special item pack will give you a little bit more paid Vizure and a whole bunch of stuff that you really want to have. Both of those are great values. I personally buy every starter special item pack whenever it reruns in the shop, but this Vizure pack is definitely what I would buy. Then, what should you do with that paid Vizure? Well, for 2 weeks, you have this beginner shop right here. Almost everything in here is worth buying. I'll talk about it a little bit. These EXP cubes are free every day. You're going to pick those up, right? You're going to buy those. Anything that costs Gil is a farmable resource in this game. Buy stuff for Gil. You can come buy some skip tickets every single day in here. That's worth doing. Is a UR guaranteed pull, 10 pull for 500 Viz worth it? Yes, it is. A normal pull is 2,000 Vizure, and it does not guarantee you a UR. This is 500 Vizure, and it does guarantee you a UR. So I do think these tickets are worth it, but again, you have 14 days of this shop. You only have 7 days to do that Vizure back banner, so I would wait a little bit, and then this will be kind of a fun thing to do with all that Vizure you cashed in from your banner. These tickets right here are a big deal. 500 free Viz will get you a select UR unit shard times 50 ticket. These are one of the ways you're going to be able to build out. Maybe you pulled Queen Macherie, and you're like, I really want to build Queen Macherie. I got her on that step up, but where do I find her shards? Well, you could put her in the guild barracks. You can do her daily quest. Also, you can buy these tickets and get shards for her this way. Very, very worth it. This is, I can't even, let me just stress, this is extremely, extremely worth it. Normally, 25 shards is 2,000, I'm sorry, 40 shards. Is that right, 40? Why is my brain not working? Let's look at what normally shards cost. Normally, 40 shards for a unit that is featured is 2,000 Vizure. In this beginner shop, you are getting a ticket to select shards 50 of them for 500. That's a great deal. Then that paid Visior, if you bought that pack for 60 paid Visior, 60, only 60, you get a select 100 shard ticket, and there's 10 of these you can buy. You should absolutely buy all 10 of these. You should buy every one of them. They're super worth. Now, going down the rest of this list, only buy the rest of this stuff if you really need it. Technically, the value is there for this 500 Visior, but you just might not need it. You might get enough free gifts from the game, depending on when you play, that you don't need to cash these in. However, they are worth it. Anything that's Gil, by the way, very much worth it. So just keep that in mind. That's the rundown of that shop. Now, this is the other shop that's in the game for 14 days. It's 500 Visior for a +5 piece of gear. Gear is not something you're going to be worried about on day one, but as you get into your first week of the game, you're going to be like, hey, gear is a way I can make myself stronger. For 14 days, you can come in here and buy a piece of +5 gear for 500 Visior. Technically, I think that is worth it, but a lot of the stuff is farmable. A lot of this stuff is farmable. That's a whole nother video in itself. Whatever piece of gear is currently farmable this week, you should farm that every week. That's part of the marathon of this game, is building out your inventory. But if you want to skip ahead, like if you got a bow user and you're like, man, I don't have a nice bow for him or her, here you can go pick up a killer bow +5 for 500 Viz. It's not a ripoff. That's my point of saying this, is like, this shop is not a ripoff. This next one is. Don't buy anything from this shop. Even though it's only 100 Visior, a +3 SR piece of gear is really bad. So don't buy anything from this shop right here. This is the shop you want to buy a piece of gear from if you need it. Okay, that's it for the new player stuff there. What else do we want to talk about? We've talked about clearing story. Presents. Okay, you're going to get a lot of presents logging into the game. Now, here's, by the way, this unlimited shop right here, this is where you go get your Visior from the Visior back banner. If you're wondering where it went right into your present box of the unlimited. Now, this limited stuff, this is just stuff you're going to get for becoming a member of this game. Let me tell you what is actually really valuable in here. Anything that's Visior is valuable. You will also catch some free units. Right now, during the Final Fantasy VII collab, you get Tifa for free. So here's a UR unit. If I wanted to, I could build her out, all that. You're going to get some free vision cards as well. This Addison Rae vision card, the Jaden vision card. These cards are one of the things I really wanted to talk about. It's going to just keep giving these to me. There's a lot of these cards. Here's Ifrit. That's great because it's a UR vision card. Esper, awesome. Okay, as soon as it's done, I'll start talking about some stuff. All right, so you can see I got a ton of freebies right there. I'm going to click OK, and now that I have those cards, this will give me some more bingo boards to go do. So, let's see, where is it? Here's the Addison Rae bingo board. This will give me the shards to build out the Addison Rae vision card. Is it one of the best vision cards in the game? Not necessarily. Is it the best vision card you're probably going to have as a new player? Yes. This is a vision card that will absolutely just help carry your account for a while as a new player. So anytime the game gives you a UR thing for free and gives you the means to build it, you should go do that thing. You'll have to unlock page 2 to finish it off, but Glamorous Camaraderie is a wonderful thing to go finish. So come into the game, collect your presents. Now let's collect some more presents. I'll tell you what's actually really good from here. Adamantite's what you're going to use to level up gear. These secret books of refinement, very farmable, so don't feel bad about using any of those. You're going to get a bunch of like random +3 pieces of gear. This is the stuff I would be equipping in my first couple days. You want to give your units gear because they build up like resonance with that gear and level up their gear using ability. So just all this free stuff it gives you, just go ahead and throw that on them, or build literally like +0s of random gear to start off with. You're just trying to build up your units like affinity with that gear. Okay, here, I'm going to just go through this now. Energy pots, those are really nice to have. Skip tickets, don't feel bad about using skip tickets. You can always get more of those. There's more Esper and Vision card combos in here. Chocobo, Ramu, very good magic Esper Vision card. Chocobo, an agility Vision card, which you'll learn more about later. There's summon tickets in here. It gives you a bunch of stuff to level up your units. That's fantastic. Let me just see if there's anything really rare in here that you're going to want to make sure and be targeted with what you're using. All of this leveling material that you see, use it just whatever you need to. You can farm all this stuff in the game, so that's not a big deal. Blah, blah, blah. More leveling materials. We're just going to be scrolling for a minute. Okay. Eventually, there's going to be some rare stuff in here, and that's what I want to talk about. There's just a lot of pages. Here we go. We're getting to the rare stuff. XL Magicite. Now, guys, Magicite is what you use to level up your espers. Leveling up espers is one of the easiest ways early in the game to give yourself a power increase. In fact, one of your goals after your first couple weeks of playing should be to go into the esper dungeons and get your espers able to be maxed out. Now, that's a whole different video. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but this Magicite, use this XL Magicite's a super valuable resource in this game. Use it appropriately. Use it on things, use it on espers you want to use. This video is not the video to talk about like which esper is great or not. But that was really one of the things I was looking for here. JP keys, those are fine. Let's see here. Anything else like super rare and valuable? Bunch of gil, bunch of Visior, all that. Okay, I'm not going to claim all this because it would make the video take forever. But there's that. Now, I think that's it for my like first couple days guide as a new player. I got chat open right here, so chat will tell me if I'm missing anything, but that's what I would do. Again, my focus as a new player. Oh, royal rank stuff. Yes, good. Royal rank. Now notice, here's where you find your royal rank. Royal rank is like your premium rank in the game. You're gonna get royal rank 3 just by playing the first like 5 missions. Royal rank 1, the first one you will get, will unlock 2 times speed. This will let you play the game in 2x speed. This used to be Royal Rank 8. They recently moved it to Royal Rank 1. This is a big upgrade for new players. The only way to get above 2x speed is 3x speed, and you're really going to have to wail for that. You have to get to Royal Rank 8 to get 3x speed. If you're just a dolphin or a minnow, this is something that could take you up to a year. If you're a big spender, it can be pretty quick, but this is the next speed upgrade is Royal Rank 8. I would not recommend going for this quickly. I would not recommend anybody, unless you're just super wealthy, spending that kind of money before they know they like the game. I would more like recommend spending that first like $8 to $10. You know, that's a good amount of money to get yourself that level 99 and that paid viz to get your account off to a flying start. But that's like royal rank in a nutshell. So my strategy revolves around this banner right here. This banner right here. Let's do the, what's the next pull? Okay, let's do the 10,000 Visior pull. Let's see. I can get up to 20,000 Viz right here. Let's see if I can just double my 10,000. I really doubt it, but we're going to try. What do we get? 1260. Okay, that's, even though that's not 10, I still got 2,600 Visior for free right there. So if I was to go to my presents box and claim that, just by messing around with that Visior back banner and adding a friend, I'm at 16,000. Well on my way to that 70. Grind out the story, play any quest. You're going to get Visior for every quest you do. And anytime you hit a milestone in the story, like completing a section or a chapter, you'll get a lot of Visior. If you, another thing to purchase. Okay, let me bring up one more thing right here. There are missions. Oh man, how do you even find these things? Hold on, right here, I'm going to click this, missions. So these are kind of cool. It's paid Visior, so you would be using some of that paid Visior you purchased, but it's essentially turning your paid Viz into a lot more free. The rank 40 pack, by getting your account to rank 40, which will be pretty quick, you can spend 500 paid to get 2,000 free Visior. I bought every one of these rank packs. Now, these story completion packs, they're not necessarily as great. Like, these are actually pretty bad. But these, the rank packs, like that level 41, the level 81, and level 121, are a great way of turning paid Visior into a lot more free Visior. So those are another thing you can do. You can come back and buy these whenever you want, though. So there you go, guys. That's my new player guide. Like, for a brand new player, what I would focus on first. If you have any questions, drop those in the chat. Myself or somebody else will be paying attention. Make sure to join my Discord or the Salt Squad Discord for any questions you might have. We have help channels, all of that stuff. We have a bunch of new player guilds in the Salt Squad for players of any spending, skill, you know, whatever level you're at, we probably got a place for you. So welcome to War of the Visions. I hope you have a great time, and I'll catch you later. Peace.